Hi, I'm Tammy Randolph, and you're watching The Chamber Does What? Hi, thank you for joining me today. My guest this morning is Bryson Killian, the co-owner of Take Root Studio. Hi, Bryson.
Hi, Tammy. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Now, your co-owner is Kanan Bowling?
Bowling, just like the sport. Kanan teaches the yoga, and I teach herbalism.
Now, where is Take Root Studio at?
We are right beside Cleveland State Community College, so right by their ball field and their innovation center. We're there on the corner.
The Innovation Center for the Business Incubator, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's great. Now, you said you do yoga and herbalism, and tell me a little bit about what all Take Root Studio does.
Yep, so like I said, we do the yoga classes, and I teach the herbal classes. We also have natural goods that we sell. And so I am the director of our small batch apothecary, which means that I make small batch goods that can help the body.
Yes, you gave me some pain stuff to put on my knee before my surgery, and it helped a lot.
I gave you a salve that can be helpful for using topically. I also make soaps. I have Bela. We have one of our body balms. We have candles, foot scrubs, all sorts of things. I specialize in our holistic skincare department. I have a certification in holistic skincare and master herbalism. And I just think it's really important that we're mindful about what we're putting on and around our bodies. And that's what I try to teach at the studio.
Now, how often do you teach classes?
Well, we're actually starting a new program, Herbology, which will be every Saturday. And that starts this weekend.
Well, that's
so
exciting.
People can get on our website and sign up for any of our classes. And our Google Calendar will tell you specifically what we're going to be learning about in that herbology class. And essentially, we learn about local herbs or herbs that we use in clinical herbalism and how we can use that on a day-to-day practice. And at the end, people will get to make their own craft and take it home. We've been doing this at the Bradley County Library for this past year, once a month, and people have loved it. So it's been great introducing people to plants that are in our own backyard and educating them on that.
Okay, let me figure out. Not only how, but what made you and Kanan decide to Take Root and to do this venture?
Well, it's been a long time coming. I think there's been a lot of small factors that have led us to where we are today, as many people can probably tell you. I was traditionally on a path for nursing. I even studied some psychology during that, and even cooking. I've learned all these different traits that have all helped me in where I am now. Meanwhile, Kanan was also instructing with the yoga and showed me how to do yoga about 11 years ago. And we've been on this journey together, and we realized the holistic practice that we do is very body, mind, and soul. It's very all-encompassing. So our traits work really well together to help other people find holistic wellness.
That's great. Now, you have a very active social media presence, and it is Take Root Studio. Now, we were talking earlier, you have started a women's group on Take Root. What is that group called?
Yes, it's Take Root Women's Circle, and it's open to any women. It does show private, so if you're not in the group, you won't see what's going on in there. But I am all the time posting all sorts of free informational stuff in there, or other events that are going on in the community that are also like-minded in natural wellness.
Because you have gotten involved pretty well. I've seen you at a couple of the different festivals, and I see you at the chamber things. You're one of our baby members. Yes. You haven't quite hit a year yet, and we did your ribbon cutting out there.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people, but there are some small businesses that think I'm too small to join the chamber. I think you would disagree.
Yeah, I definitely felt it was intimidating at first, like from the outside coming into it. I was like, are we big enough for this? But I really loved the programs that got us into the chamber, and I would really love to be able to stay as a member of the chamber moving forward. I've loved all the resources you've offered. You've been very helpful in helping me just get my foot out there and get comfortable in all of it, not deal with that imposter syndrome that sometimes small business owners can deal with.
Well, and you've connected with other small business owners.
Yeah, for sure.
I think one of them is Julia Donagrandi from Loofah and Round Gardens, because don't you all have her products there as well?
We do. We have her loofah scrubbers in our studio, and we're also going to incorporate some of them into our soap making classes and just within our soap bars. And she's great. I love working with her. She's awesome.
So I would like to say, I mean, from what I'm looking at, is that it's helped you get more connections in the community as well.
Definitely.
And so that's one benefit that you had. And you come to the coffees?
Yeah.
How's that going for you?
That was really fun. I wasn't expecting the door prizes and to go home with one, so that was really cool. It's been we got a great centerpiece when we got to the last one, and it's really pretty in our studio. We love it. And I love being able to network with everybody. I remember meeting somebody at the last event that you guys did, the Centennial, that I probably never would have really had a chance to connect with otherwise, and I really liked that.
I think I introduced you to Garrett Fry.
Yes. Yeah,
he is the field rep for Congressman Fleischman.
Yeah.
And that's part of what it is I think when you join the chamber, you're joining the community. It's not just the business aspect of it. I mean, it's to grow your business, but it's to grow your connection in the community. And I think that you're a great example of that happening.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely feel more integrated in the community since being a part of the chamber. I think before I felt a little isolated, and this just really helped me get out of that bubble and just get out of my head, just do the thing. Yeah.
That's good. Well, what plans do you have for the future for Take Root?
All sorts of things. Like I said, we have all these workshops coming up. We'll be at the Innovation Center for the next 4 years as our contract, and then we plan to expand hopefully into downtown Cleveland and stay here. We're from Cleveland. We're Cleveland natives, and we want to stay here, and we want to be able to provide our community with all of these great resources.
What type of, you talking about the workshops you have, can you tell me a couple of the workshops you have coming up?
Sure. We have an Embodying Sovereignty class actually coming up on Sunday, which is an empowerment type class. And then we have a holotropic breathwork class from Stacy from My Divine Remedy.
I don't know what any of those words you just said meant.
Holotropic breathwork is a very intense breathwork. I had never experienced it until about last month when she came by and did the class at our studio for the first time. And it just really resets your nervous system. It gets down to the very core of our nervous system and helps reintroduce breath into that. It can be really helpful for those who maybe sometimes hesitate in breathing or catch yourself not breathing throughout the day.
Okay, I might need to talk to you about that class.
Sure, it's very empowering, for sure. And that's just what we have coming from other practitioners. We also have a yoga and sound healing class where somebody comes in with gongs and a didgeridoo and all these things, and it's a really unique experience, very different versus playing it on YouTube, just being there, feeling it in person. And outside of what we have with our outside vendors, we'll be hosting, the herbology series, Kanan's hosting the yoga classes, and we'll be having seasonal events, different types of things, especially like crafty things. We love all things crafts and DIY.
You do have some great pieces in your studio as well that y'all have done. Craft pieces, painting pieces. When we were at there, I saw some beautiful pieces there, and those have all been done by y'all, correct?
The paintings were actually done by another local vendor. So we do host local vendors. We love Cleveland vendors who are looking for places to host their products that are in alignment with natural wellness. Come on in and put your stuff up. We do have some of the crafts that we made ourselves, and then some of them have been brought to us by other vendors.
Oh, see, that's all about those community connections.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, when you talk about yoga, I keep thinking about yoga, but I'm a little fluffy and I don't bend so well.
Sure.
So is there an adaptation for that?
Yes. Kanan will often offer alternatives in different positions. It's pretty common to have, especially for beginners, to not be able to do a lot of the poses. So a lot of her classes are beginner friendly, and she will offer alterations for people who may have certain physical limitations.
That's great. Now, you said at some point you would like to be downtown.
Yes, definitely.
And downtown is getting to be quite the hub. Mm-hmm. What other aspirations do you have for Take Root?
Mostly just to be that wellness hub that people know to go to. When people are looking for treatment, when they're looking for help, they just can't quite figure out what the thing is that's not getting them to maximum health and wellness. We can kind of help them be that lighthouse. That's my overall goal, is to be a lighthouse for the community.
Oh, Oh, that sounds wonderful. Now, like you said, you're both from Cleveland. You're in Cleveland people, and to be part of the community. What is something that you think stands out in Cleveland? If someone's coming to visit, or they're visiting here, they're moved here, what do you say? Oh, you have to go to A, B, or C.
Just so many sites, and I just think there's so many beautiful things to see. Like the old woolen mill was always the place to go to when I was a kid, even though it wasn't even popular at that time. It was for those of us who liked, like supernatural kind of things, trying to ghost hunt or whatever. Now they actually have, a shop you can go to. They have several shops in there and several workshop areas you can go to in there with the Art House Project. And we aspire to be in that location at some point as well. As they continue to build onto. I know they're currently still working on building on reviving the place throughout it. So I would love to be able to get in there.
It is Grit and Grace, and the Old Willow Mill is one of the most popular places that people always talk about.
Sure.
There's a lot of the natural aspects in the town as well that seem to do a lot.
I love the old buildings in the downtown. I just am always drawn to them. The old bricks that have been there for a long time, and finding a way to bring them back to life, I think would be just awesome.
I think that's one of the good things is that we haven't torn down a lot of those old buildings. They've been renovated. They've been brought to new life. If you like downtown, you need to stop by the Chamber. We've got a downtown walking tour brochure. We have a brand new one that came out, and it talks about all of the historical impact and the significance of the buildings, and has a path to go through, and it'll show you which ones are public, which ones are private, what they were originally for, and what they're used for now. And so you can stop by, and it's got a little map inside it as well. And it's just a little walking tour through downtown and downtown around the museum.
That sounds great. I'd love to do that.
There's a lot of cool stuff down there.
Yeah.
So the architecture down there is absolutely beautiful.
That's awesome. I know when I was younger, I wasn't the biggest history buff, but I feel like the older I've gotten, the more I am enchanted by history, and I just want to know the core of everything, and how far we've come, how far we've evolved as humans, where we can still evolve, things like that. So
there you go, and that's part of it. As long as we're still learning, that's what keeps us moving.
Sure.
So that's wonderful. Well, Bryson, if you were to give somebody advice about starting a new business and what they should do, and if they're on the fence about joining the Chamber, what would you tell them?
I definitely would recommend to just go ahead and join the Chamber. They can help offer resources and things and direction for newbies, and that networking opportunity is really big. Also, there's other programs that I think are really important, like the TSBDC. I've really loved what Jenny DeCook has done for me. She's been helping me for well over 5 years, I think, get to where we are now.
It is a great, and it's a free service.
Yeah, free to all small businesses. I mean, everybody. And I think everybody should be in there that isn't already in there. Definitely be a part of that. And you guys worked well together, too. Like, your services work really well together. And they help newbies like me know where to go and what to do.
Well, and we have a program, and I think you use the program. It's called Smart Start.
Yes.
That she facilitates, and you go through that and you graduate that program, and then your first year Chamber membership is half price.
Yeah, it made it very possible for me. As again, there's all these startup fees when you're just starting, and you start to get overwhelmed with all like the finances that get involved in it. And I just thought that was really awesome, and it made it possible for us to go in and be a part of it, and then do our ribbon cutting with you guys. And ever since we've done that, I feel like everything has been coming together beautifully.
Well, that's good. That's wonderful. And we love having you as a member.
Yeah.
And we'll keep you around.
Sure. I love it. I love being around.
Thank you for being here, Bryson. I appreciate it. Tell everybody your website.
We are www.takeroot.studio.
Thank you very much.
Super simple. And that's where you'll find our events and services and where you can sign up for our classes.
And I highly suggest that you do that. Thank you for joining us. Like, share, tell your friends, and check out Take Root Studio. Thank you. Bye-bye.